All right, let's see if we have sound here. We do. Yay! Although now I need to figure out what the heck is. Uh, had somebody from behind that was way too loud there. And I know I had all my sound turned down, so not sure who it was, but we're just going to go ahead and lower everybody all the way down. Trying to do some friendly lurking there, so. All right, much better. Okay, let's get started here. Hello, agent. Somehow, where did our chat box disappear to? Hmm, that's a good question. Where did it disappear to? Oh, I don't know, so we'll just have to go this route. Somehow or other, we lost. Hmm. I don't know. Hey, how's it going, Thea? It may be a slightly challenging evening. My chat box has disappeared from my OBS, so I'm going to use my stream view here. So the Star Trek sampler. Yes. How has your day been? Excuse me, I'm opening up Pattern Keeper. But yeah, I did get this from Cloud Factory, along with a couple of others. And let's see here. All right, so that's working correctly. Things still looking good for your birthday trip tomorrow? Hopefully. Let's see, we might need to, let's get you guys scrunched up a bit more. Has been long and chill, and for some reason your AC just came on, and that was kind of creepy. Well, suppose it could have been worse. At least it wasn't 40 below when the AC came on. Or at least we hope it wasn't. So we're going to try to see if we can't get our starship finished tonight and then start somewhere. Not sure if I'm going to move to the right or move down on this pattern. But it is going to be nice to have the starship finished. Yay! So your day was long though. Can't say mine was a whole lot better. It was a very busy day. We had systems break starting first thing this morning, and then semi-repeat this afternoon right after lunch, and so the phones always explode when that happens. But we survived the day, so I guess I can't complain overly much. So what are you doing today? Yesterday was inventory of your threads. So I'm just making sure I'm de-threaded there. Add, oh, so sorry about that with the ads there. Apologies. Don't have to figure out where the heck that's tells me when they're coming up because I'm not seeing that on my stream either. And it's supposed to. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so changed your plans to staying in town. You did order yourself a flower pot cupcake from your work to pick up afternoon. You have a Hobby Lobby nearby, so you can still go there. Well, I'm sorry that tomorrow's getting rained out. I hope that you'll still be able to treat yourself, even if it's later in the week or this weekend, for your karaoke place, if nothing else. Take the little trip out there and get yourself the foods. I will definitely keep my fingers crossed for you. Thea, thank you very much. That is way too kind. I don't have what I'm intending to do for those as far as little things that I'm going to make available yet, because this all came into being today. I just reached affiliate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But you also are my very first subscriber. And I need to make sure I have an idea on that one of what I want to do. Same concept, but just, of course, slightly enhanced. Yes, you did. You got the first badge. I do have, Secret Agent has that on a couple of channels. But thank you very much. That's very kind. No, and you don't have to, you didn't have to at all. Just thank you very much. And yeah, if it's just a month, absolutely. It's perfectly fine. If it runs longer, yay as well. You still are the first subscriber to this channel. Thank you. So, definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I thought about having Agent come in and do that, but it's like, no. I wanted it all to be real. You went through your stash to pull thread for the hummingbird. Okay. And I'm assuming you had them all? And I will, once I get the stuff that I have in my brain for the sub, it's not, I mean, it's just a silly little thing I'm going to do, but I just didn't have any of it ready because I didn't know that I was going to have it all pushed through that quickly. All but 18 out of 147. You mean with all 400 and some odd, you were still missing 18? I would not have bet that number would have been that high. I absolutely would have guessed single digit. Hence why I'm not a rich retired individual, because as we can see, my betting and intuition sucks. And you pulled out the thread for your May calendar start too. Very nice. Yeah. I need to still figure out what it is I'm going to do starting on the 4th. And that one still needs 2 colors, which ironically are also in the hummingbird. Well, at least that makes it easy as far as just go get the hummingbird stuff and just make sure you get extra of those 2 colors. Not extras of all of them, just those 2. Going to start another Lord of the Rings pattern. Very nice. What's it going to be? We have everything for that one. The green dragon sign. All right. I've seen the movies, but that's the limit of my knowledge. So, Lord of the Rings, green dragon sign. And let's go to images. And I didn't get a chance to figure out how to do the screen share here. Oh, okay. Okay. No, that looks so it okay. Because I would have guessed from the name just because like I said, I'm not fully up. I would have thought it was the one where they first met up with the ranger. So I'm glad you told me that it was actually in the Shire. Oh, come on. Hello. Boy, sometimes this 18 is still. You would like to find that one too? Was that the Prancing Pony? Because when I looked up the green dragon, the Prancing Pony came up as well. Yes? Okay. Yeah, that'll be cool. That will be very nice. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what Star Wars one I'm going to start up on. Think I'll try to find something though that will work well with either the 22 count or 25 count because I've already got small sample size Adas of those or Liguana or however you say those. But then that way I wouldn't have to worry about getting the fabric. I just have to worry about the thread and the floss. So I'm getting accused of shenanigans in another channel. Wahahaha. I'm not doing the shenanigans, but hey, they want to say it's because of me. Sure, I'll let them do that. Oh, I'm innocent. One of the very few times. You went through your master thread list and marked all the threads as to which project they are in. I don't need that yet because I've only got, 3 projects in progress and then one that's actually, let's see, one that's kitted up, or not kitted up, but partially kitted up for the Star Wars, the large one. But I don't know that I want to start that because I don't have the ADA for it yet. So I don't quite need a master thread list yet, but if I'm there's the D thread of the day, first one. I'm sure I will be in need of it soon enough. When I say soon enough, probably within a year or two, where I have to have a master thread list. As in the green dragon, Middle Earth, or the hummingbird. Also Ahsoka, because most of her colors are in the other three. Yeah, and I'm sure that I'm going to go ahead and just line this one out. That thread's getting awfully short. That's like I know some of the colors, not many, but some, do flow across from one of my patterns to the other. I can't remember. I think it's the 310 black is in a couple of them. The 5200 white is in a couple. Hey, Imperfect, how's it going? Yes, you don't see. Nope, nope. That D thread count's not there. Nope, nope, nope. Did know a D thread, not me. I wouldn't do that. Uh-oh, trying to undo yarn barf. Rumor says that's a extremely unpleasant challenge. For like 30 minutes. Ooh, ouch. It's at the end of the skein. Okay. Was rolling the yarn into a ball to stop this. Oof. No, we'll keep our fingers crossed for you. I need to pull out another set of 415. Should be this kid right here. Yes, okay. About ready to just cut it and be done because you have another skein? Okay. Skein is actually, I think, how it's pronounced. Really need to work on my pronunciation. Words. So, Mr. Imperfect, are you working tonight or are you home with kitty cat? And so, what is it that you're going to be doing with all the yarn there? Sorry, trying to make sure I get that. Okay, I did get that straightened. Okay, good. You have a baby Afghan commission. Oh, very nice. And I'm assuming that's an Afghan for a baby and not an Afghan that a mom Afghan and a papa Afghan got together and made. Yeah, I know. Really bad joke. Really bad joke. All right, let's get you there. And then let's go here. So what colors are the Afghan going to be? one's going to be white, navy, and black. Okay, very nice. The second one for the same person. Cool. Did they do the same kind of color scheme for the first one, or the first one she already has? It was white, gray, and navy. Oh, okay. Yay for gray. Gray and greens. Those are my two top color choices. All right, there we go. Got that one knotted out. They both have the same pattern, but a little bit different. Well, that works. First one is due on the 29th of the month. The other is due the 28th of May. Well, hopefully, I don't know how long it takes to do an Afghan, so hopefully the 1 month is plenty of time. There's my needle. It's going, wait a minute, I lost my needle. Oh no! All the white is done and all the black. You're working on the navy, then you assemble, then border. Okay. So it sounds like you've got a good chunk of it done. And why do I still have my kit box sitting in front of me? The kit box needs to move. And you need to release. Thank you. So let's do this first. Let's move you out of the way. For some reason this is acting like it has a knot, and we're just going to say, I ain't going to fight you on that. Okay, let's see here. Where did we leave off? When last we left our intrepid adventurers, I believe we were right about there. Let's get Fair Lady TARDIS out of the way, because otherwise I'll be snagging on that all evening. There we go. Okay, yep. Now we got the floss flowing again. And I did think today I was thinking about doing the bigger Star Wars monochromy one that I've started kitting, but I don't think I could get the 20 count Ada that I want in time by the 4th without paying for the premium shipping. And I'm trying to avoid doing that. So that one, since I've already got the 22 count and the 25 count, I'm going to stick to trying to find something that'll work on one of those. But then that way I can do my standard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because that's first, second, and third. And then on the 4th, we'll do some little Star Wars, start some little Star Wars one. And that can be my daily cross-stitch participation for cross-stitch month, when I'm not doing my cross-stitch on stream for the other standard 3 weekdays. So, like I said, I just got to find a pattern and get that taken care of, and then went out and grab the floss. Had intended on trying to do some of that today during the day, but the day got away from me. Was taking care of some personal stuff at lunch, and then this afternoon for break and whatnot was when all the other fun times came in for the stream. I was happy about it, but caught me off guard. I was mentioning to Traveling Tatter in her stream that I was a little irked because when I checked in at lunch, the summary page said I was still short, but the overview said I'd made the numbers, and it's like, oh, darn it, what's going on? So it's like, okay, well, we'll just keep streaming, not worry about it. But still, and then all of a sudden, about 3 o'clock this afternoon, got the email, so it's like, yay, got that monkey off my back. Got the barf sorted. Dun dun dun. Bleh. Sorry, that's about the closest I can come to a barf sound. My name's Barf. I'm a Mog. Part man, part dog. I'm my own best friend. Sorry. Spaceballs quote. Because when we were talking about Barf, it just made me think of when he's sitting there at the hatch on top of that Mercedes spaceship. What's your name? Barf. Don't you dare. No, that's my name. Not in here. This is a Mercedes. All right, so now that you got the barf sorted, what's next on the to-do list? You're halfway done with putting the navy on, okay. Oh, you just got distracted with the barf. Oh, okay, so. Oh, nodded somewhere, yeah. I did not give you permission to do that, so you must undo. Undo the doo-doo that is the knot. Come on. Sometimes I think I'm making a bigger mess of this than I really should be, but there we go. Okay. At least we caught it that time. All right. Now, real quick while I'm thinking about it. I am feeling a little bit of the need for Advil. So let's nip that in the bud. All right, there we go. Now we're back in business. All right, and what was it last night? We were talking about the foods we all had, and I had chicken fingers. Tonight was the same thing, chicken fingers and green beans. Memory serves, Thea, was it you that said PBJ? What did we do for tonight's meal? Or have we yet? It might be tonight's too? Okay, yeah. Like I said, mine was chicken fingers again, so. Oh, why are you misbehaving, you piece of garbage? Matter of fact, it'll be dinner tomorrow night for me too, so, you know. It's quick, it's easy, all of that. Yep, chicken fingers and leftover green beans. Ugh, work called this afternoon, but only just now saw it. Am dreading what was about. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to guess either they needed you tonight. I don't know if they have a night style shift or something, or evening shift, or else they want you to work tomorrow. No, it's probably for next week. Oh, did you have time off for next week, or is there something coming up where they might need overtime shifts or something? He's probably working on the schedule. I told him last week was a one-time thing. Imagine he's probably trying to get me to work next Thursday. Well, good luck. Fingers crossed. Oh, you're not available Monday through Thursday? Okay. So when yeah, you do the one-time favor, and all of a sudden, oh, okay, well she did it once, we can get her to do it again. If it was super important, he would have called again. There you go. Either that or he said, "Oh, I tried to call you to see if it was okay. You didn't answer, so I just went ahead and put you on the schedule. Figured you'd done it before, so I was going to go ahead and assume it was okay again." Let's hope that's not the case, but Thursday is generally the only day you get where you don't have to be up at the crack of dawn. Okay. That's not fun to only have one day of those a week. I do count myself fortunate. I get both Saturday and Sunday. I don't necessarily sleep in super late or anything, but I don't have to be up at 6 a.m. like I do the rest of the week. Oh, behave. See if I can figure out how this tangled so I don't make it worse. There we go. And they can't schedule you on days you're not available without asking first, as far as you know. Okay, well, that's good. That's definitely a good thing. You think they're losing another person and think next week is her last week. Oh, it's going to make for unfun times. Or it's this week, probably this week, and he probably hasn't been able to hire anyone. Yep, so he's trying to fill in the slots with what he's got available personnel-wise. And the other guy is out another 4 to 5 weeks. Is that the one that was it his hand that he broke, or was it his? I believe it was his hand. You're not available though. Yeah, I was going to say it's not your responsibility. Two of his fingers. Okay. I mean, if it works into what you are available for, it's your decision. But yeah, when it's just you're not able to, you're not able to. And if it's in your schedule and you don't want to, well, then that's their tough luck. I've done that at work a couple of times where they've wanted people to stay late, and it's like, nope. I've had my fill today. Thank you very much. Don't do it too often, though, but I don't have to worry about kids or anybody else but myself, so I have a little bit more leeway for being able to adjust my schedule and whatnot. You sent him a message on Facebook. Okay, well, if anybody ever did that with me, it might be a week before I saw it. So maybe it'll be the same with him. My dad and his wife send me little jokes on Facebook every once in a while. 9 times out of 10 cat related. And a friend of mine that does some volunteer work shares posts for her volunteer organization that she shares a couple of times a month. Outside of that, I just really don't pay all that close of attention. If I get the notice, I see it, but otherwise, so he gets off at 7, so he'll see it as he's leaving. Okay. Well, I will keep my fingers crossed that it's just it is a request, but it's easy to just say, nope, sorry, I can't do it. And that they let it go at that. Nothing more with the little guilt trips or pressure or any of that stuff. Like when my boss calls me up and says, oh, have I told you how wonderful you are and all of that? And it's because he wants to give me a project having to work with a rep that has a tendency to be rather unpleasant. All right. Got that deknotted and deknotted. We're going to take that as a good sign. Struggling with the knots a little bit tonight, but so far we've managed to tame them after they occur. So I'm trying to go a little bit slower as I'm pulling the thread through the Aida, because speed does seem to be a factor, along with the floss length, but I don't know that I'm going to ever change on that one. I like working with the longer floss so that I don't have to keep swapping in thread and all of that and whatnot. I may change as I continue, though. Still way too early in my cross-stitch education to have a definitive answer on that one. Did I write that? Oh, I did. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I wrote down on my priority to-do list to get that stuff for the subs. Probably won't have it before Friday, though. Oh, let's see if the fingers are cooperating a little more here. Get you swapped over there. There we go. Quick drink of water. All right. Next row. We are making progress. Decided on ramen instead? That's always a good choice. Quick, easy, filling. Which flavor? Pork? Okay. I don't think I have any pork in. I'm actually out of that and chicken. Don't usually do that one. I actually like the roast beef or the beef, but they're all good. They work. I do them when I'm not feeling like doing anything for lunch. I'll just go ahead and do that. Oh, okay. Too salty for you? I'm still a saltaholic. Very much so. You also like the soy? Okay. Yeah, I definitely salt is my I mean, I'm going to have to probably start cutting down on it, but you had to get off the salt last year. Yeah, I probably will have to at some point. I'm still making sure I've adjusted, which I think I have for the most part for the all the changes in the sugar that I've made over the last few years. But yeah, I think I'm procrastinating on the salt reduction. You say that, but still eat a little bag or two of chips each day. But before you were eating a ton of sunflower seeds, the shell ones. Okay. Yep. And I will still buy chips and eat them, but I actually try to avoid keeping them around too often because, yeah, I'll buy the family style of chips and or the family size, and it's gone just a few days. But almost all of the meats that I make, chicken, beef, all of that, I salt all of it. You dropped 5 pounds when you quit the seeds. Buy a little snack bag of chips. Okay. And actually, what I'm trying to do, although it doesn't help with the salt that much necessarily, since I'm still bad with it, trying to do more popcorn. Just butter and salted popcorn, or maybe a little bit of flavoring powder on it. I've got a little container. Trying to do a little bit more of that, and figure that's probably a little bit healthier than some of the processed foods and snacks that I eat. Found out if you don't keep chips around, you will end up buying a big bag of chips and then binge eat it. And I'm not going to say you're wrong because that's basically what I do. There are certain meals that in my little world mandate chips, and when I buy the bag, the big bag, the chips are gone in just a few days, and it's just me. So not like I can say, oh, well, there were a couple of people eating those. Nope, it was just me. So to keep the cravings contained somewhat, you do the snack size bag, and you also do popcorn, but not often because yeah, yes, the getting stuck in the teeth is a pain, but I do like it. Although I will admit, and this was a few years ago when I was in Vegas, we stopped at this place in oh, where was it? Was it the Hard Rock or was it? It was in one of the casinos, but it was a popcorn place. It was Miracle Mile. I remember that much. Was the name of the mall, but it was cheese popcorn mixed with caramel. Oh my. Yeah, if I buy that, I don't care about the stuck in the teeth. Oh, that's good eating. Yeah, well, like I I can get away without, with peanut butter and jelly. I prefer chips with it, but I'll eat it if I don't have it. But like if I do a sub sandwich, gotta have chips. If I do if I do either a burger or a hot dog and have pork and beans with it, gotta have chips with it. Just a must. Use the chip to scoop up the pork and beans. So you watched Amela today and stitched on the hummingbird, did 250 stitches of black. I don't know what Amela is. Is that a Twitch streamer or is that a movie? Although 250 stitches of black, very nice. Amela Creations, okay, so I'm assuming a streamer then. Okay. Oh, and I was just before I started my stream. She's in Cass's stream a lot. Okay. I was lurking in, well, not lurking, I was actually chatting in the Traveling Tatters channel. She got raided by the Moko siblings. Moko maid. Was fun. Traveling Tatters in when she's not streaming, but she streams on Mondays, or Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I have to look for Amela next time I'm in Sass's chatting. I was lurking in and out Saturday. I did see that it was, 1,400 and some odd stitches that Sassa did on Saturday for the 1K Saturday. Quite nice. And I was watching her work a little bit last night on her Dora to Moria. But yeah, Saturday. What did I do? Oh, I had talked to a friend for a little while. Took care of some stuff, ran some errands. So outside of stopping in the morning and saying hi to Sassacas, well, it was actually about noon or whenever it was that I jumped in. Didn't chat a whole lot, so I did one of the times when I tuned in. I don't know if it was just before or just after a redeem, but she was showing the kitty tower. So I'm assuming somebody had done a treat the kitties. But I wasn't able to stay long to see if it was before or after. Yeah, I've done it one time, and if memory serves, Jade came in and got the treat. The other two weren't real thrilled with coming in. I don't remember their names. Um, and she apologized. Said, "There's no biggie. You know, cats be cats. I have no issue with that." Oh, come on. Let's unknot this nicely, please. Thought I was being so good, trying to keep all the stitches lined and everything. Was wondering where your cat was, then realized she's on the bed with you. She's a black cat on a dark bed, so can't really see her. Yep. The streamer I watch and lurk in the morning hours, Kiki Hunter Creative, she added a new redeem for give the cats catnip. And we always get to see her cat Marshmallow. Marshmallow photobombs all the time. But her cat Lily is a black void kitty. And we only got to see her once in all the streams, but Lily came down, and so Kiki put some catnip on the floor just inside the door. But the way the lighting was, the door was casting a shadow just up to where the catnip was, and it was just a little baby. Well, hello, Traveling Tatter. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Hope everyone's having a good evening. Hope that your stream went well. Oh, it would help if I could actually do this. Let me do this. Then we will do thank you very much, Traveling Tatter, for the raid. Too kind, too kind. Thank you for the follows. Lockwood Leathercraft, Megan TM, a tall Canadian, Little Red 765. Very much appreciated. Yes, is a tatter raid. How did the tatting go? Yes, you're here. Yes, it worked. Thank you very much. It was great. You got a Mocha raid and it broke you, and now you're raiding you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, the Mocha raid was a joy to behold. Apparently, I'm going to lose the battle on this particular set of floss. I've got a knot back here that's just saying that it does not want to. Did we maybe get it? There we go. Okay, we got it. So, did you get to finish the project you were working on there, Tatter? Well, hello. No, correct me if I say this wrong. Is it Carol? I was mispronouncing it all in the past, but when I was lurking in your stream, I believe you said it was Arquero, so I hope I pronounced it correctly this time. No, not at all. You didn't get your project done. Yeah, the chaos probably caused a little bit of commotion there. So, but yes, welcome Raiders. My name's that Spy Guy 86. I do cross stitch and diamond painting. New to both. Started them in December. Just started streaming in February of this year. Today is my first affiliate stream. Just got the notification today, so welcome in everybody. And so Tuesdays are my Trek Tuesday. We are doing my Cloud Factory Star Trek cross stitch sampler. And as you can see, it's still early in the process. This is only day 4 of it. You like my needle minder? Thank you. Yes, we like my TARDIS needle minder. You'd think I'd have it with my Wibbly Wobbly Wednesday TARDIS cross stitch, but no. Gotta do the cross platform. TARDIS goes with Star Trek, and my Stabby Tabby goes with the TARDIS. So. Yes, hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for the follow, Daria Lynn. Yes, TARDIS. That will be tomorrow night's project. Hang on a second, though. Let me check one quick thing here. Okay, we're good there. And all of my projects are very new. Only a few. I only do them on stream for the projects I've currently got. And so this is all that's been completed of it. But the actual pattern is this. So that's what I will be working on tomorrow night. For Wibbly Wobbly Wednesday. Silly trivia question. What does TARDIS stand for? Time and relative dimension in space. Yes, there you go, Traveling Tatter. Kudos to you. And that's not a silly trivia question. That's a valid, good trivia question. Yes, time and relative dimension in space, of course. Well, I hope everyone's day, evening, week, etc. is going well. Hang on, let me just check one quick thing, make sure I know where I'm starting. The eyes sometimes get a little old. But yes, I don't guarantee that I'll know a lot of the trivia answers, but Doctor Who is something I do enjoy very much. Star Trek is my first love, but I like just sci-fi in general. Star Wars, etc. Yes, lots of Who's in here. Whovians, Who's Its, Who fans. Yes, I grew up watching Tom Baker, the Fourth Doctor. That was where my Doctor Who fandom started. It's your number one favorite show? Very nice, Derry Lynn. Very nice. Yeah, I've enjoyed the reboot in general. I am a little behind on the latest one. Sadly, not just on Doctor Who, on a handful of shows. Life, unfortunately. So actually, it's really difficult to discern whether this is supposed to be B, C. I don't think it's D because the front end doesn't look big enough compared to the body. It reminds me more of like maybe B, but I don't know that. And the pattern information did not define it. Yes, there is a Doctor Who channel on Roku. It's Pluto TV, I believe, that has it. They do a lot of the original Doctor Who's. And sorry, hang on a second. I think I'm behind in chat there. Daria Lynn says you started with 9, but you're going back to watch all the classic Who. You've made it to the second Doctor. Nice. And I've seen the originals prior to Baker, and nothing against them or anything. I've never bothered to go back and see them again. The stories, I don't know if it was, not the stories were bad, just, I don't know, it just didn't do anything. But yeah, from Baker on, yeah, I'll rewatch those. No problem. All right, one more time here. Good gracious. Sorry, losing track of placement here. Well, let's see. Your computer is refusing to do anything, so you'll think you'll need to reboot. You'll try and be back soon. Good luck, Traveling Tatter. Thank you again for the visit. Everybody that's not already following Traveling Tatter, make sure you follow her. Does beautiful lacework tatting. A lot of fun. Great channel. Do exclamation mark movie in her stream. Get some great movie quotes to try to figure out the movie. Wonderful individual. Also, while we're here, before I forget, we were chatting prior to the raid. Getting ready to start streaming again, so I'm going to do some good streams. Give them go check out their Twitch page, put a follow so they'll get the follows and stream notifications for everybody. If anybody else streams or crafts, you're welcome to share. You have nothing against it, it's just you haven't taken the time to watch though you've wanted to. Okay. Exterminate at Thea. Exterminate. Exterminate. Or if you're talking about skincare, exfoliate. Exfoliate. No knots. We have company. Floss, be kind. Yeah, the only enterprise that I'm sure of is in the center of the pattern, being NX. It's on your list to be watched on Amazon. Ah, okay. Sorry, quick drink of water. But yeah, the Pluto TV does have Doctor Who, and they also have Star Trek. They do Stargate, SG-1, Atlantis and Universe. There's actually quite a few on Pluto TV that I've seen. Mystery Science 3. Blah, blah, blah. Apparently, I can't talk. Not necessarily a good thing for a streamer, but you know, it is what it is. Mystery Science Theater 3000. So, and quite a few others. Yes, I have Roku's on my TVs. NX definitely one deserves the center as the first Starship Enterprise. Yes, and not only that, I like that ship design. A, I really, really like A, always did. And I'll give credit, E had sleek lines, but I liked NX. So A's always going to be just kind of for the sharp lines and design. I thought was a beautiful, beautiful ship. But yeah, NX is great. And TOS is my first love for all things Star Trek. I do enjoy all of the series, not including the streaming ones that are on Paramount, you know, Discovery and Lower Decks and all those. I do own on DVD, all the series. So, as in the model you put together yourself and paint. Okay, wait a minute. You have, oh, okay, very nice. You have the Eaglemoss one too. Oh, now that's sweet. I've seen some of those Eaglemoss, yes. Wish you could see the outside of the 1701J. Yeah, there's been some interesting ships thrown in at certain points in some of the shows here and there. Isn't the thing you're referencing from one of the time travel pieces on Enterprise where they went that far into the future to see all the species banding together, I believe? No, Picard does and he does different ships. I don't want to give away any spoilers for those that have not seen Picard, but Enterprise does not go up to J in Picard. I just finished watching the series Picard this last weekend, so and yeah, I do not want to give away spoilers for anybody that has not yet seen it. Outside of this, spoiler alert, Picard is in it. Only reason we know about the J is from the TNG Time Travel and Destruction of the Universe. There we go. Lots of destruction of the universe. Trying to remember which Enterprise it was that they were. Oh, was it? Maybe it wasn't the Enterprise that they went to on. I thought it was the Enterprise that they went to when they traveled forward in time for. Was it season 3? You know, that they battled the alien species that had wiped out Florida. There was one point where they took Archer to the future. So, yes, yes, that there is. And I really, really, actually, technically speaking, I thought there was a third, but I could be mistaken. And I won't go any further on that because, yeah, just in case I'm wrong. But yes, there's at least two. Oh, additional spoiler. There's there's starships in Picard. Oh, cool. Carrie Fisher will finally get her star on the Walk of Fame. She didn't already have one? I'm kind of surprised at that. Guess not, but Mark did. Okay. Hers will be near his. That's appropriate. All right, so since we're on a Star Trek and uh, general sci-fi kick, what is everybody's favorite starship? Does not have to be from Star Trek. Anyone else here see the after credits of Picard? Um, if I mean, I let the credits roll, but I don't know that I was actually paying that close of attention. Again, I don't want to give away a spoiler. Are you talking about what occurred while the credits were rolling? Hey, Sassacast, how's it going? You haven't seen the third season yet, so no. Okay, yeah. So we don't want to give away too many spoilers there, Thea. So we got to be a little bit careful there. So just because we don't want to spoil it for him. By the way, we were just right before I got rated, we were mentioning congratulations on the 1,400 plus count for 1K Saturday. For those that do not know, Sassacas is a fantastic cross-stitcher known as the Lord of the Rings cross-stitcher. This beautiful Return of the King massive project that they are working on, as well as a her Monday project is still Lord of the Rings, Door of Moria, and it's just gorgeous. You want to see fantastic cross stitch, beautiful detail on them, great community. Go visit Sassacas. Check her out. The Marvel type or Ferris Bueller type credit. Okay, that actually, I'm not sure I'm following that one. I might have to look that up after because like I said, I did let it roll all the way through when I was watching because then it wanted me to start over at episode 1 of Strange New World, which I've already watched that season twice, anxiously awaiting for season 2 to start on the 15th, or is it 15th or 28th of June? It's in June, I know that much. You'd have to say your favorite ship in Serenity. Okay, Firefly. Okay. Very nice. Yep, Firefly, Serenity. But yes, Sassacas, I hope your evening's going well. Welcome in. Appreciate your stopping by. Have to agree, Serenity is a grand ship. Was a great ship, was a great show. Not going to disagree. As far as quality, because yeah, fantastic. I own that series as well and the movie. My favorite starship is Imperial Star Destroyer from the original movies. So, thank you. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn how to gauge just how productive I can be Sassacast, making the progress. I had this entire dome open last week up here. I thought I was going to get it done last week. No. So, still trying to figure out just how efficient I can move forward. And I'm trying to be a little more careful because I'm still struggling with knots and whatnot, but I am learning. But thank you. The knots are against him tonight. Yeah, we've been struggling against those tonight, that's for sure, but they haven't defeated me yet. Think your favorite ship is the Razor Crest. Okay, no, the Enterprise D is your fave. Razor Crest is close second. Oh, why did I forget that? I should have absolutely known that. The name didn't stick in my head. I've seen that. Yes, okay. I'll give you. Yep, yep, okay, yeah. And that's what I had to go and check because it's like, wait a minute. Oh, welcome back, Traveling Tatter. The name was not triggering for me, but yeah, as soon as I saw it, and it's like, oh, good gracious, how could I forget that that was Mandalorian? Sometimes I'm just a little bit slow. Sassacast says, not so. I'm more likely when using such long strands. Just got to watch with a little more when pulling it through. Yeah, still trying to work on that. Trying to, like on the backside, trying to keep my fingers uh, in contact with the floss so that I'm trying to keep it from tangling, but don't always succeed. And on the front side, my thumb's not long enough. It won't reach. I need to become, oh, what's the, from the Fantastic Four, stretchy guy. Just names escape me at the most inopportune moments. Mr. Fantastic. Not sure about the Razor Crest or the Starfighter from Mondo. Any other? The Naboo one is cool, but so tiny. Any other possible contenders for Starship Champions? You have the Lego of the Naboo Starfighter. Oh, nice. I do not have any of those. I did mention my favorite was the Star Destroyer, and I do have a Metal Earth of it. So, I have to wipe this one down. These things collect fingerprints like nobody's business. But yeah, even though Enterprise, or I should say Star Trek is my first love, but Star Destroyers are hard to beat. Got to admit that is an okay replacement for the Razorcraft. Okay. Anthea says if you let your needle drop from time to time and hold your project up, it's not touching anything, it will unwind. Yeah, and that's what I was kind of trying to do when I was trying to pull it off to the side, see if I could run the thread to spin it. Because every time I try to pull it up, I keep bumping the camera. But yeah, I may just have to find a way to pull it around and off the screen. Oh, we're getting close to D-thread. We've only had one D-thread tonight. I know Imperfect is disappointed with the total, but for you, you just use shorter strands and then just twist your needle when it starts to curl up. I'll have to try to see if I can figure out some of that stuff here as I move forward, because I have discovered though, and I think it was Sassacast that had mentioned it, that yeah, if you try to pull it through too fast, it also doesn't help with the tangles. So I'm trying to be a little smoother and slower on pulling the floss through the Ada. Baby steps, but I'm still enjoying it very much. And I know I've got a long way to go on all my projects, but back of my brain is telling me, oh yeah, you still want to get started on your cross-stitched for the stained glass Star Trek and stained glass Star Wars ones, because those are going to look so cool. And got the, but I want to do those in tandem so I can watch them build together. And got my little Doctor Who mini set to do, my Star Trek Original Class mini set to do, just little tiny mini figures, kind of like Weebles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. So all sorts of different ones. Plus my personal project. It's just for me because my name, that's Spy Guy 86. Excuse me, quick drink of water. It's from the show Get Smart. And I want to do the Chaos logo from the enemy organization. That is the primary adversary of Control in that show. My friend already converted the logo to a pattern for me. I've already got it loaded in my pattern keeper. But haven't started kitting it out or anything yet. So eventually I'll be one of the many people. My friend that introduced me to this is one of them that has bunches of projects, and I'll probably be that, have bunches of projects going on. Trying not to do that at least this early on, but it'll probably happen sooner rather than later. We'll just have to see. So yeah, I'm primarily will probably not just not just science fiction, but most of my stuff will probably be sci-fi. for cross stitch, with a couple exceptions. Like I said, the logo from the show. And then on Mondays, I'm doing Magical Mondays, which are house crests from Hogwarts. We're currently doing Ravenclaw. The house crests, though, have the baby animals instead of full grown, but still Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, and Slytherin. And those are stamped. And we have been enjoying that experience as well, because it's the first stamped I've done. And it is kind of nice. I'm not up to the advanced level of like Thea or Sassacast, where they're working with the 25 count and up. I'm getting there, and I will get there. But it's kind of nice because Monday is 11 count, tonight's is 18 count, Wednesdays is 14 count, so I'm getting to experience the variety of the Ada sizes there. Oh, 28 count. Sorry there, Thea. Anything over 18 is beyond me right now, so, you know. Outside of I know they exist. But yes, there's 28 count too. It's even higher than that, I know that. My friend has told me about those, but we'll get there eventually. And again, if there's any other crafters out there and or streamers, feel free to, links are not closed if you'd like to share images. I don't have my scene set up properly to be able to share what you link on screen, but I can absolutely view it, and others will be able to click the link as well. If you're a streamer, I have no issue shouting you out. Doesn't have to be cross-stitch, doesn't have to be diamond painting. And if you're just wanting to lurk, you're absolutely welcome to lurk. I have no issue with that either. Just get to listen to me blather on. Unless you, of course, mute the channel, turn the volume down, then you don't have to listen to that, but, you know. But otherwise, blather, blather, blather. The other drawback is potentially on occasion I will burst into song. It's usually relatively short, maybe mercifully slow, but, you know, ears will bleed. All right, we got the half stitch to the right done. Now we're going to do let's go ahead and do the spinning of the thread. Let's do the cross stitch to the left. I still need to turn that into a country song of some sort. Hey, Imperfect, how's it going, and what are we holy molying? Holy guacamole! It's the moth, the myth, the legend, Imperfect. Dun, dun, dun. How's that for a thematic entrance? Just realized those ads were on a Spy Guy stream. Thank you. Congrats on the affiliate. I appreciate that. Yes, that happened this afternoon. Thank you very much. I got affiliate this afternoon and surprised me and very, very honored. Thea was my first subscriber. I haven't gotten my stuff together. I have idea of what I want to do for subscribers, but oh, am perfect. Thank you very much. That's very kind. Joined Thea as I wasn't expecting it, so I wasn't expecting the first one, but thank you both. So thank you very much. Very generous, very kind. Once I have the stuff together for my just little fun thing to do for the subscribers, we'll do that, but it'll probably be Friday just because I didn't know things were going to turn around as quickly as they did for the affiliate, so I don't have the stuff here. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I am very honored. Very much appreciate it. So yes, now I have to got some emotes uploaded, waiting for the approval. Oh, I guess they got approved because I didn't. Last time I looked, they were still showing knocks, so I guess they took those. Then I got to figure out how to load follow emotes. I haven't quite figured that part out yet. So, yeah, everything hit this afternoon. It was fun. Yay, but thank you. So, with the exception of the hype emote, the other emotes that are there are compliments of Danielle Allard, who is a streamer, a musician, independent musician in Canada. She made those emotes and made them available on her Fourth Wall shop, free of charge for people to use, so that people could have something to put in place for emotes before they have the chance to get their own designed. So, speaking of that, she is the one that made those available. Yeah, she's very generous. She's got a really great community. That's actually I've been hanging out in there for a long, long time. See if I can do this correctly. Yep, that's the right one. Yay. Beautiful voice. Got a few albums out. She's currently been out, been a little under the weather for the last couple of weeks, but she's scheduled to be back starting next Sunday. So, yes, so far only one D thread. Come close a couple times. But only one D thread. And I still got to figure out why my counter for that isn't working properly. I loaded it into Streamlabs, and it didn't like it, so I've imported Nightbot, but I haven't had a chance to set up Nightbot yet. But yes, we will have the D thread, at least for a while, moving forward. let's see, when I say a while, it'll probably be a long while because it happens often enough where it's going to need a counter. Okay, you're going to go do some more black? Oh boy. Well, you got a nice chunk done, wasn't it like 240 some? So throw out another 150 there. 250, okay. Sorry, yeah, my memory doesn't always work quite as nicely as I would like. But yeah, get that stitch count up to 400 done today. Oh, you can do that in your sleep. Only 69,184 pizza pie. Says the guy who's cringing that his current stitch count left is 11,884, and he's wondering how he and that seems like a rather daunting number. And we don't even want to talk about how many stitches are left on the travel by TARDIS poster. Because that's got a lot more stitches than this sampler. So, because this sampler is not full coverage, but the travel by TARDIS is. Oh, that's just the number of the black stitches? Wow. What is the total stitch count on this thing? Or do I even want to know? I probably don't. It's probably some crazy number. 160K? Dang. Very nice. It's going to look beautiful when it's done, though, that's for sure. That's nothing. Well, I was going to say, it depends on your perspective. From my beginner's viewpoint, that's a huge number. When you look at, like, the Return of the King that Sassacas is doing, that's, what, 660 or 670,000 stitches. Middle Earth has 789, 750. Yes, there's 160 is not much by comparison, but it's a lot in my little world. Because even my the Star Wars monochrome that I'm anxious to start, I think that one's only 100 and some odd. It's not anywhere near 160. It's a little over 100,000 if I remember correctly. Lurk check on imperfect. Lurk check on imperfect. You're being paged by Sassacas. Yeah, it is. It's all one stitch at a time, and that's very true. And I do know that sometimes it seems a little daunting for me, even on the smaller projects. But it's definitely enjoyable when, and I'm fortunate to, on this one and the TARDIS one, that at least I've got an object from the image that I've at least got somewhere visually, and so it's like, oh, cool, it's coming into place. It's coming alive. You've only done 30,064 on Middle Earth. Got a little bit more ways to go then. That's what, like 4%? You're staring at your incoming. Yes, I remember you telling us about that one. Oh, there you are. There's imperfect. Okay. 3.81. Okay, so I wasn't too bad at my guesstimate. Yeah, I'm gonna give myself a tiny pat on the back for being within 0.25% on that one. If I was a real math whiz, I would have been within a 0.01%, but no, I'm not. Not claiming to be, not even pretending to be. You still putting in lots of hours there, Sassacas? See, you said exhausted but fine in response to imperfect. I hope things are going well for you. I hope it's nothing major. Not that I can change anything for you, but I can extend empathies and sympathies and hopes that things get better. Still on OT, yep, but it's your last week of training on higher level work and your brain is so tired. Yeah, I can understand how that could be. If I remember correctly, you said that training for higher level work, but at least for now, doesn't come with a commensurate change in income. But hopefully that will not be the case down the line. Hopefully it'll lead to bigger and better things. We'll hope for you. Again, no power in the verse for changing that, but I'll send the happy thoughts and hopeful vibes anyway. Not that learning just so you can learn something new is a bad thing. Learning is always good. But it is nice when it's job related and does help improve the bottom line. All right, 2 more rows and we'll be done with our starship. And then we have to make the decision, are we going to shift to the right or shift down? As we progress on the pattern. Part of me is leaning towards shifting to the right just so that eventually we'll get over to that symbol. Star Trek symbol / Enterprise symbol / Starfleet. You vote right? That's good enough for me. All right, so we'll shift to the right and do whatever's next in the pattern to start moving towards the image slash logo. Come on. Don't split the Ada. Thank you. All right. Making progress. And I still do like the general layout of this particular cross-stitch sampler. Got some, it's got symbols from various empires in Star Trek, and got starships, has phasers, has the United Federation of Planets logo. Yeah, I liked it. When I was initially looking for things to play around with after I got about halfway through the Stormtrooper, I saw this one. It's like, oh, I have to have that one. That's just too cool. There's another one that has Spock and says live long and prosper, which is also nice, but I liked the imagery on this one slightly better. You can use the ships on their own as well. You missed out on getting it when it was on sale. Well, rumor says they put things on sale fairly often. I don't know that because I'm still too new, but I do have a number of things put on my wish list for the couple of different sites, and so. But when you say you can use the ships on their own as well, I'm assuming that means I could take the stitch information pattern and just apply it to another self-made design or something, or what is it exactly you're meaning by that? Remember, you're speaking to a noob, so a noob whose brain has trouble leaving the box. Okay, yes, okay. I don't want to leave the box because it's bigger on the inside. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Just ignore the man behind the curtain over there. You can take any one of the elements on this and use it in something else like bookmarks or ornaments. Okay. That's true, you could. I wouldn't have thought, again, like I say, my brain doesn't leave the box all that easily. Till somebody points it out. Then it has no problem. Once somebody says, hey, you can do this, then the brain's usually able to make that connection, but not before. Okay, Imperfect's replying to your Sassacast, just FYI. He's kind of paying attention with the headache for the last... Oh, sorry to hear that. Are you at work tonight, Imperfect? Having a headache is never any fun regardless, but... Yep, okay. I'm sorry to hear that. Standard shift, though, so only 2 more hours to go? At least I will hope. Yeah, if you got a headache, you definitely don't want to have to be putting in extra time. Oh, you're still doing the extra? Well, sorry. I will hope that the headache goes away in the relatively near future. I don't know if you've taken anything or can take anything, but I will send thoughts that it goes away. The Advil I took an hour ago kicked in, so I'm doing much better. So, yeah, sorry to hear that. I will definitely hope it goes away though. You have the Star Trek cross stitch book. All right, hold on, boys and girls. We must, we must, we must. Star Trek. Sorry, as I brush the microphone against the camera mount. And it's times like this that I really wish I had figured out scenes and how to change that already, but okay, and I just found a cross stitch pattern that I think I'm going to have to buy. Even though it's not from the book, it was just one that popped up when I did the search. Let's go back over here. Is it the one by I see one that says Explore Strange New Worlds of Crafting, and then there's Star Trek Cross Stitch by John Lohman. But I just found a Star Trek USS Enterprise cross stitch pattern of the original Enterprise leaving orbit of an orange planet with the Star Trek symbol and the words Star Trek in gold above it, and it looks absolutely beautiful. We got to bookmark that one. John Lohman. Okay, let me go and take a look at that one real quick. Come on, open, open, open. Let's book. Okay, so it's got Explore Strange New Worlds of Crafting, 30 projects and a bonus pattern. Expendable red shirt. Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, it's funny. The image they show a photo on the side that has the crew beaming up on the transporter, and when you twist it, it changes. I actually have that sitting on my bookshelf. All right, so we need to grab that and do a search here for that. Oh, does it have, is that? It doesn't, no, it doesn't say it is. Okay, I saw a Klingon, one of my favorite ships from that series, Enterprise still ruled first, but I love the Klingon D7 battle cruisers from the original series. Oh yeah, that's got some cool stuff. I don't want to get sucked down a rabbit hole. I'll just ignore everything else that's going on. Let's see. So where am I on chat? WSA, hello, welcome back. Appreciate you coming back by. I see that you said you did a bookmark for that book. Very cool. You made the board cube ornament that's in it. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm just going to have to maybe add that to my wish list here. For a friend and I, we exchange gift ideas for birthdays and Christmas, and that one might have to get added in and prioritized. There's one with an old TOS style tricorder that says there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere. They're scanning Earth. See page 9. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know that it'll let me view the specific page, but definitely want to look into getting that book. So I didn't realize that they had the let's go over here real quick and take a quick peek. Come on, load. Here I am getting sidetracked down the rabbit hole again. Read sample. Let's see if it'll let me. Enterprise Suite Enterprise. Okay, yeah, it wouldn't let me go past that. Oh, yes, I will absolutely. Well, I absolutely will have to be purchasing or getting that book at some point here in the relative near future. Thanks for feeding my addiction. And I actually thank you. I do appreciate sharing that. Oh my gosh, yes, that's absolutely. No, I didn't even think about looking for books or any other thing for something like that. Like I said, I'm going to share that with my friend. Say, yeah, birthday. If you haven't done anything yet, that might be something to scooch up the list there. So I'm assuming you have the actual physical book. I noticed that a couple places offered it in digital format like Kindle or whatnot. Are the patterns, or you may not know the answer to this, but are they like workable with Pattern Keeper? Is it something you can kind of like snap an image of and import into I'm assuming you use Pattern Keeper, but that's an assumption I shouldn't make. I apologize. Yours isn't? Okay. Not that that's a deal breaker. It's Star Trek and it's got all those things, and yeah. And I'm doing my Monday without, the stamped one, because those don't transfer into Pattern Keeper well. So yeah, Pattern Keeper is not a mandatory. Just thought I would ask. Oh, and where the heck did my chat go? I need to get back to chat. Oh, that's because I was doing it. I got sucked down the rabbit hole with that D7 cruiser that looks so freaking cool. Never tried to do the import. The patterns are very easy to stitch. Okay, cool. I wonder if they have one for Star Wars. No, we'd always have one for. Yeah, I really liked the D7 growing up. So I off screen for half a second. I got to check something here. Okay. I'm okay. I hadn't messed that up. Thought I had, but I hadn't. You have looked for a Star Wars one? Okay. I mean, a Star Wars one would be great. Also, just kind of like finding something that's cross-stitch sci-fi, you know? Maybe somebody needs to make that book. Starships of Science, cross-stitch starships of science fiction. That would be a great book. All right, so we got that one completed. Let's go ahead and line this kit out. Yeah, the back's a little messy in a couple spots. I know. Apologies. Didn't get quite as neat as I was on my Stormtrooper. This one's thrown me a couple of loops here and there with knots and whatnot, so do not go through the Ada. We just want you to go underneath, somewhere in here, a couple of, there we go. Nice, and you went through 3. We'll take 3. Don't know how to crochet. I do have the materials to try to learn at some point, but I have not yet learned that. Just basic materials. But I do not yet know that one. But that would be cool. I have to ask my friend about that one, because my friend that got me started on cross-stitch and diamond painting likes Star Wars very much, and she crochets. She does all sorts of different projects. If it wasn't for the fact that we live 600 miles apart, she could probably show me how to do some of the other crafts and stuff, but yeah, not quite so easy when we live different states. All right, let's get these kids marked off here real quick. Then we're going to move to the right. All right, and what is to the right here? Okay, so we need floss 3807. That means a whole lot of nothing to you guys at the moment, and I apologize for that, but now you know. That's floss 3807. And yes, this is my little box for 2 of the 3 projects, and I actually have started playing. This is another one I've kind of kitted up, but I haven't done anything with yet. It's the original crew of the Enterprise. It says Space, the Final Frontier. These are the voices of the Starship Enterprise. These are those Weeble ones that I was talking about. I also have one for Doctor Who that is the 12 Doctors and then the TARDIS, but I don't have that one even started on kitting up yet. So, but those will be fun to do, just cutesy little Weeble Wobble peoples. I liked them, so I purchased those. Okay, and I'm off screen at the moment, just measuring out the longish thread. There we go. Beautiful. right, let's get you sealed back up there. And then let's pull out 2 strands and we will be back to cross stitching. Sorry, I think I've lost track. Apologize for a moment. So there is a book for Star Wars from the same person that did the Star Trek one, but it's out of print. Okay. Those that fall not. Yes, the Weebles. Thank you. It took me half a moment to catch that reference. Imperfect. I'm really slow, aren't I? The Weeble and the Wobble, but they don't fall down. The Enterprise D Weeble came with Picard and Worf. Oh, there was a Weeble? Oh, that's too cool. And if you're talking about the ones from Hallmark, so I was in the kitchen but got back just in time to hear Weeble Wobbles. Oh, okay, yep. Because my little Star Trek cross stitch that I've got set aside to do at some point, it's got little Weeble people. But I also have Doctor Who Weeble people. But I haven't kitted that one out in any way, shape, or form yet. I've got it printed out so I can do that, but I'm sure as all of the crafters here know, buying thread, yarn, all the other stuff. It's amazing how quickly it adds up when you're trying to start gathering all of these things. It's like, wait a minute. You want how much money? And you walk out with a little bag that's, just the size of a fanny pack, and it's like, granted, it's packed with threads and everything, but it's like, wait a minute. How much did that cost me? See? So, yep, I remember Weebles. Yet again, showing my age, but that's okay. And I will continue to keep an eye out for the the Star Wars cross stitch. And on the off chance I ever come across it, I will share the knowledge of where I found it. All right, we need to put that away. And now I know we just separated you children, and now we're going to put you back together. I'm so indecisive, aren't I? Oh, not the same thing? Okay. Yours are itty bitties? Okay. Well, I was going to say, when you say itty bitties, is that the name of the actual toys that you purchased? I don't know that I've ever heard of those. Interesting. So, did they have a catchphrase / tagline like Weebles? Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. They just look similar? Okay. That didn't have a catchphrase or a tagline? Okay. Yeah, I was trying to come up with something clever in my brain and nothing was working. There itty and they're bitty and they're taking over the city. They may be itty bitty, but they never quitty. Yeah, and that's why I don't quit my day job. Every once in a while, my brain puts together some good word combinations, but not as often as I would like. They have Star Wars itty bitties. All right, somehow somebody got out of whack there. Oh, we ended up with a knot somewhere on the end or something. What the heck? Oh, you knotted on yourself. Okay, gotcha. So hang on just a second. Let me get this floss straightened out here. And then I have to scribble down. Oh, okay, well, might have saved me from that. So I was going to go scribble down / look up. The Hallmark Itty Bitty Star Trek, The Next Generation Captain Picard and Worf Stuffed Animals. Too cute. All right, let's add that to the list of stuff to... All right, got that bookmarked. Too cute. Too cute. All right, well, I need to get my pattern keeper where I can see it here, so... Okay, so we're going to do the center section of that 3 squares in. So we need to find... Nope. Close, though. Too far. That's the spot we were looking for. Oh, sorry, and I blocked my chat here. But Hallmark doesn't have them anymore. Yours was only $20. Oh, okay, yeah, 'cause I was going to say it says 50. Time to get sun up. Oh, yeah, got to get him ready for work. Yes, absolutely. Go get the sun up. Appreciate your hanging out here and everything, but thank you very much for honoring me with sub. Thank you for being my very first subscriber. Still a little bit overwhelmed just because, yeah, was not expecting that to happen for quite some time, so. You did, and so did Imperfect, both of you. Thank you very much. All right, so at the moment we're just working on some little fine detail. This is just going to be basically a 3-square high, 3-square wide box with an empty center. And we're going to shift over and do a 5 by 5 square with a single dot in the center. Rephrase, Hallmark doesn't have the ship with Worf and Picard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I still bookmarked it. I'm going to have to start checking that stuff out. At some point I should probably take some images of some of the Star Trek collectibles that I do have. Not that I've got many, but I've got a few that I'm quite fond of, like my pewter models from Franklin Mint, and got a Star Trek belt buckle, and got some of the Hallmark ornaments from way back when. Kind of put some of those photos up and just kind of every once in a while let a slideshow run through with some of those. Would be kind of fun. Not have them up all the time or anything, because I'm actually wanting to try to get some good pictures of the stuff. Whoops, knots. Ah! Of the 2 cross stitches that I have completed, and then the 7 or 8 diamond art projects that I've completed, and do a little slideshow with that for completed projects, and then add in the works in progress as well, because we don't have all that many projects yet, so it wouldn't take long for the slideshow to run through. There we go. Okay, grab that. Perfect. This one is Growing on You. Might look into getting it soon. I do like this one. I mean, like I said, I'm slow, and I only work on it on Tuesdays. It is the community project, and I'm definitely trying to keep the stuff that I start on stream with stream. That is at least currently my intent. Which is why I like when I do the one on the 4th, that'll be my side project. That'll be nice because I can just do that whenever, as long as because I'll be doing it on non-stream days before or after I do my diamond art for the 2 diamond art days that I stream. So but yeah, that'll be the exception, because generally my intent is to try not to do anything with the projects that are part of the community when the community is not able to be there. With a couple of exceptions, like I do my keychain diamond art on Sundays. I do the prep work for that before stream, I trim the magnet and get it stuck on there and get it trimmed down and everything. Make sure it's all set, because that's all kind of boring stuff. So I do that off stream, but then from that point on, the rest of it's done on stream. And that's not too bad, because I mean, those after that don't take that long to do. Come on. Here, little needle, little needle. No, that's not where you go. Get the glasses off here, because they're kind of interfering with my ability to see at the moment. My glasses are for distance, which I need to read chat on both my tablet and the computer. But they don't work so well when I'm trying to work as close as the Ada is here. So sometimes I will take the glasses off so I can get a better view of the Ada. What do we have here? Or the one Spock is just this one, but with Spock in the middle. See, and I went the other direction. Yeah, the one that says "Live long and prosper" with Spock. I have it bookmarked still. I have not said I won't do it, but I only wanted to pick one at the time, and I chose this one. The other one is still in my wish list, though. Absolutely. But yeah, it is nice. Trying to remember, do I have... Where is my wish list for them? Yep, okay. It also has the hands down on the side like this one does, but it doesn't say Space the Final Frontier. So, yeah, very similar. They have an alphabet one too, and they've got some cool ones. They do. Yeah, I just liked having the NX and the Space the Final Frontier in the center. And again, personal preference, just nothing against the other one. I just picked one. So, to the right, 5 squares. Oh, I need to adjust the Ada behind here because I could tell I was getting close to. Let's get you squished back in. Still haven't quite figured out how to do this better. See if you guys will stay. Darling Tedder says, FYI, in all the chaos, you're not sure you properly thanked for the gifted subs earlier. Thanks, Spy Guy. That was very generous of you. I'd love to take credit, but that was my alter ego, secret agent. But you are most welcome. Had to add to the hype when Moko raided. Yeah, when I saw them raid in, figured that some chaos was going to happen, and I wanted to add to that. Congratulations on the first hype train, level 4 and 20% into 5, I believe is what it was. Very nice. To anyone who's still here from that raid, the Moko team are always very kind, very generous. Team Moko is also how I went from having 48 followers to 85 followers in very short order. They found out I streamed during their partner party and shouted me out. It was very kind of them. They did not have to do that. Kudos to the Team Moko. You're still recovering? It was so crazy? Yes, they are. They are very kind. As are so very many different communities in the makers and crafting realm. Well, thank you. I'm trying to follow the lead of all the other, not just makers and crafters, and the artists and all of that music. There's a lot of very kind and generous people. And I have fun when it comes to the chaos. I can only do tiny chaos. I know there are some out there that can do big chaos, and that's fun to watch. I have seen some amazing chaos in the world of Twitch. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that's. I've had fun watching some of that, but yeah. The makers and crafters and artists in Twitch, those communities, most of them, a vast majority of them, good place to go if you're doubting the kindness of others. Go spend some time in one of those streams. Not saying it's perfect, not saying it's all the time. But they're usually really good places to be. Highly recommend. Find the streams that fit your style, your flow, things that you enjoy. Doesn't have to be something you do either. I don't do polyclay. A couple of my favorite streamers are Polly Clay. I don't do drawing. I don't paint. I follow and lurk in art streams. It's fun to watch. So, lots and lots of options out there in the great wide world. But yeah, it was funny because I had actually, when I was in your stream, Traveling Tattoo, I'd actually switched over, was bouncing through my tabs, and I had switched over to the Moko team just as they loaded up their raid box, and I saw up at the top that it was you, and it's like, oh, I'm so ready for this. So ready for this. Almost dethreaded there, Imperfect, but sorry, we're still holding at dthread 1. No relation to DEFCON 1, but dthread 1. You were lurking but not watching, so you had not a clue. Well, yeah, because you were streaming at the time, so I've done that. I have on my, because I stream on my laptop, but on my desktop I've got 3 or 4. Matter of fact, I probably have one for me now because I was lurking in your stream on my desktop. And I think I got raided by somebody called the Traveling Tatter. So I have a feeling I have a Spy Guy stream sitting over there. I don't know if I'm becoming highly trained or I just figured out how to put it on a computer that I can't get distracted by. Because that was kind of a struggle for the early streams. If I had any other streams on my laptop and was hearing things, I'd pull open those tabs and get distracted by watching. It's like, no, I can't do that. So, oh, with the 1D thread, don't expect it to happen frequently, and we still have a little bit of time here, so, you know. I'm actually somewhat astonished myself. That feels like a tangle. Nope, okay. I'm going to take it because it probably won't happen all that often. But we're going to take it and run with it while we have it. No, I don't know why. It still felt like it was pulling short, but it's not. Okay. Trust in the floss. Be one with the floss. I am one with the floss, and the floss is with me. Oh, wait. I think I'm doing the wrong genre for that. Says, soon we'll be running zeros. Yeah, I was going to say, I'd be willing to, say that ain't going to happen very often. I am hoping to be able to keep them into the single digits for the most part, but no, the double digits are behind us. I'm hoping for the most part, but yeah, unfortunately, I still think there's going to be some nights that, yeah. Laughing when was just thinking that same thing exactly. Oh, when I said about being one with the floss, hey, great minds, you know? I was actually using that line when I was doing my Stormtrooper. That was like my little mantra when I was struggling with knots and D-threads on that cross stitch. Things got a little rough, and start doing that. I am one with the floss, and the floss is with me. I am one with the floss, and the floss is with me. Oops, now that was a tangle. Okay. That one definitely fell short. All right, so let's go ahead and lift it up and let it do its little spin thing here. There we go. Anybody else have any? Well, hello there. How's it going, Kite Crafter? Welcome to Spy Guys Twitch channel. Hope you're doing well. I'm relatively new to cross stitch and diamond art. I do both, but started those in December. New to streaming, just started in February. Not on here, no, but I do have a TARDIS travel poster that is my Wednesday. That's my Wednesday cross stitch. Yeah, the closest to crossing the genres is that the TARDIS is my needle minder on my Star Trek cross stitch. But yeah, outside of that, we won't be adding in a TARDIS in. But my Wednesday project is Travel by TARDIS. Which, oh, nope, I didn't want to do that. Let's try that again. That's the one we want. That one, which we're still, as you can see, just getting started, the upper corner. But that's my Wednesday project. So, yes, TARDIS is always welcome here. Thank you. So do you cross-stitch craft? You're a streamer? Welcome to share. I know a lot of people that are in here, just they like to lurk and do their projects along. Nothing against that in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, if you was perusing the makers and crafters list when you saw an Enterprise and a TARDIS that had to stop in. Well, I appreciate that. Yep. Tuesdays is our Trek Tuesdays. Wednesdays is our Wibbly Wobbly Wednesday. Star Trek is my first love. TOS is primary. I'm that old. And but yes, sci-fi in general, Doctor Who definitely ranks very high in my world of things that I like, as does Star Wars, as do quite a few other. We were talking about Serenity and Firefly earlier, so fans of that here as well. Do you have any other genres that you like or particular shows? But definitely welcome to bring those up. But other than that, definitely welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you chatting. Yeah, just a few brown coats around. Just a few. A leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar. Shiny. And I know there were some people that were running around, I believe, was it yesterday when we were talking about this different science fiction? Might have been Sunday. We got some Battlestar Galactica people that like that, and I kind of got sidetracked because I started talking about things like Warehouse 13 and Eureka. That part made you cry in the movie, though. Yeah, that was. I think that caught a lot of people off guard. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! But yeah, and I'm not going to say any more than that because I do not want to give anything away for those that have not seen it. The movie Serenity. If you ever see or have seen the series Firefly, it's one season, sadly cut short. But it's phenomenal, and the movie Serenity is a wrap up that they allowed. It was so happy to see that they allowed that, but it helped wrap up the series. Would strongly recommend checking out if you like science fiction, checking out Joss Whedon's Firefly. And if you like that, watch Serenity. And I don't want to say any more because, like I said, I don't want to give away spoilers. But yeah, they did me wrong, him wrong. Yep. Yeah, I thought I was very glad that they gave Serenity the movie to the fans. You have a pendant with a little Serenity on a leaf. Oh, cool. I should look. The the clay sculptor that I lurk in doing work in the mornings. Um, she does a lot of different earrings and necklaces and bracelets and whatnot. And she has a Serenity. I don't know if it's a pendant or if it's a necklace or what, but I should look next time it shows up in her slideshow. If it's, I think it's just Serenity with a nice little backing piece, but I'll have to double check see if she added any other details. Let's make sure I'm still staying clear here. Yes, okay. I actually did that once. I was stitching along and didn't realize that I was stitching through the Ada that was wrapped around the back, so got to clean up that mess afterwards. That was unfun. That was a major frogging effort. Sadly, yes, I have had to frog. Much as I tried to convince Melface 101 that I've never had to frog, never had a D-thread occur ever, ever, ever. Couldn't keep a straight face when I said it. Because, yeah, that happens on a regular basis. I might not have to frog every stream, but I've had a D-thread so far every stream. Fortunately, so far my frogging has been relatively mild. That one was a bad one. I had a couple others like on the Stormtrooper that I had to address a couple sections, but usually not more than like 20 or 25 stitches, so got lucky that I caught him fairly early. Will that always be the case? I'm not going to bet on that, not in any way, shape, or form. You don't know what's going on. Your son ran out of his Uncrustables. We were discussing it. If we were going to go early so he could run in and buy a box and bring it out to me to take home, or if he was just going to make sandwiches. I thought we could go early, but now he's making sandwiches, so I guess not. Yeah. Apparently it's sandwiches, so. Am I allowed to share with stream what tomorrow is, Thea? Hey, look, channel points. Yes, we have chaos coins. I'm fine with either as long as you don't have to go in yourself, and yeah, it's fine. So tomorrow's somebody's birthday, and even though I stream, they've got things they're going to be doing, and so since can't guarantee that they will be around to be able to stop in, we want to say happy early birthday to Thea. Hope your birthday is absolutely fantastic. And we will go, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Thea. Happy birthday to you. Sorry for the bleeding ears. Oh, you'll be around tomorrow night? Okay, cool. But we'll sing again tomorrow night then too, but for those that might not be here, you don't have to pop out or chat or anything, but send Thea birthday wishes. Happy birthday vibes and all of that. Your gift is yeah, I shouldn't have sang, but sometimes torture just, comes naturally. As a spy, it's kind of second nature. All right, I fought the knot and I won. Yay! All right, now another box of 5x5. So yes, all the birthday happiness and wishes to you for tomorrow there, Thea. Like I said, we'll torment you again tomorrow night, but wasn't sure, so I figured I'd torment you tonight just in case. Because sometimes plans change. All right, let's get you detangled again. What, just because I sang I fought the knot and not won, so you're going to make me pay for that this time? Fine, let's get you stood up here and spun. Okay, there we go. And real quick, let's grab a drink of water. All right. Grab the needle again. Okay, no, I will not torment everybody with some ugly parody version of, instead of going home again, grabbing the needle again. That would probably more torture than anybody should have to bear. Let's see if I can get my, there we go. I wonder if I can do this. Let's pull you up and through. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab a little clip here. Let's get you pulled all over here and get you clipped. So hopefully that'll help keep you out of the way a little better. All right. And what's funny is, even though I ate dinner beforehand, and granted, like we said, it wasn't anything fancy, you're talking about sandwiches, I might have to do a quick peanut butter and jelly snack before I go to bed tonight. That doesn't sound half bad. No chips though, because like I said, I don't have any chips, so it'll be just PBJ. Did you come up through there? Okay, I thought maybe I'd split the Ada. That is another thing, like I said, I'm still struggling a little bit with that for this 18 count. Trying to keep from splitting the Ada. But we're still making progress, taking our time, trying to make sure we do it correctly. Speaking of food, do you think it's time for dinner? Oh, good gracious, yes, definitely time for dinner there, Traveling Tatter. Thank you again for the most kind raid. Thank you again for the support in helping me to reach affiliate. And anybody that's come in that is not aware, make sure you give Traveling Tatter a follow. Check out their stream. They do wonderful lace and tatting work. It's a great community, fun times, great conversation. Definitely go check them out. But thank you again for everything, Traveling Tatter. Much appreciated. Hope dinner is wonderful, and hope the rest of your evening/time zone is a great one. And thank you for the congrats. I appreciate it. And congrats on the Mocha raid. little boxes on the Ada, all the same. If we were doing pirate ships, the X's would make a little more sense maybe, but nope, no pirate ships here. All starships and TARDISes. Oh, come on. You can do this. Hey, how's it going, Fun Butte? Hope your evening is going well. I'm having a very, very pleasant evening. And for those that may not be aware, Fun Butte is a streamer on Twitch that does really, really cool scrunchies, quote unquote standard scrunchies, as well as scrunchies with a pocket. And said pocket is big enough to hold a single chicken nugget. All sorts of different fabric patterns, very cool. Makes them on stream. Definitely check them out. Good community. Just be ready, because when she's making her scrunchies, part of the process is it's time to get the knife. And I won't give away any more than that. Just remember, get the knife. And fortunately, at least I don't think last time I saw the get the knife portion that I don't believe Psycho Theme played. So yeah, I think we're okay on that one. And you're welcome, Fun Butte. You're working on another one, but nowhere near knife time yet. Now, if memory serves, wasn't the last one, didn't it have, was that the one that had the flamingos on it? Okay, does this one also have flamingos, or is this a different material? Also has flamingos? Okay, cool. Very cool. Oh, no, sorry, I saw the yes, and so I thought that was the answer. The other one, okay, no, this one is different. You pick the ones you do at random most of the time. Okay. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you've got some really cool fabrics and materials, so. Try your best to pick nice looking fabrics. So you do a good job. You still gonna be running out with your mom tomorrow and grabbing some new fabrics and whatnot as part of the traveling out and about? Yeah, you got to check it out when you can because you don't get out often. Yeah, I can empathize. Understand that very much. It's not that I can't, it's just that I don't. Lots of time sitting here in the office, either working, playing on the computer, doing my crafts. So, and it doesn't bother me that much. If it did, I wouldn't do it. Outside has bugs. Granted, sometimes they come inside, but not very often, so you know. All right, Neil. Oh, well, I was way off on that one, wasn't I? Good gracious. Yeah, you get strange looks at work when people tell you they're sorry. I have to be inside on such a nice day, and I'm fine with it. Yeah, yeah, that's me. I generally doesn't bother me. If I really feel the need to be outside on a nice day, I'll walk down to the mailbox at the leasing office and back. But because there's allergens out there and bugs, yep. My allergies have started early this year, so definitely not a fan of that. You know, allergies are so bad in your area right now. Yeah. I think it's true of a lot of places that seems to have kicked in a little earlier this year. Not all the places necessarily, but usually my allergies don't kick in until middleish to late May, but this year they've already started kicking in. And they've even been talking about it on the news that, yeah, allergies, gonna have problems. It's like, yeah, gee, thanks. Those pollen allergies, that's what I suffer from, so yeah. Not like I can get away from them. There's pollen everywhere. No, almost split the eta there again. All right, so that's those top four boxes that were in the pattern over there. At least outside, if it rains, it dampens the pollen, or when the wind blows, it blows it away. Or blows it to you, you know, being in the middle of the big nowhere. Inside, it just floats around the store. Well, yeah. Okay, I see what you were saying by blows it away compared to being inside. Yes. That is true. That it does. Which is why when I start feeling the itchy eyes and everything inside, it's like, well, yeah, it's not going to do me any good to do anything but just go and take allergy pill because that pollen's not going anywhere. All right, do we have anybody else that needs that blue before we get over? Because that one's going to go down to here. We've got a little room over here. Nope, okay. Just trying to make sure I know where in the heck the pattern's headed here. A little bit, yeah, but you know, is what it is. And in general, I'm not going to complain overly much because the allergies have decreased as I've gotten older. So compared to what I used to suffer with when I was a kid, it was just horrendous, ugly, all the time sneezing, watery eyes, and the feeling in your throat and all of that. So yeah, I'm not going to complain nowadays. If it starts a little early once in a while, I'll make it because yeah, it's still relatively mild compared to back then. You got to 348 on the bird? Nice. Only 67,000 million more to go. Gonna fix Sun's hair? Cool. Hi to Sun. Hopefully he made you a sandwich when he was making his sandwich. So to everybody else that's lurking around in chat, hope the evening's been treating you well. Hope your day has been well. Happy time zone. Here it's late Tuesday evening, closing in on 9:30 Central Time. That's my time zone. I know that's not everybody's time zone. I know we've got Eastern Time Zone peeps hanging out. No, okay, you're gonna, oh, you fast after 8 p.m.? Okay. I've had friends that do that. Gotcha. Sometimes I wonder if it'd be better, but usually I grab a snack at some point that time of evening, like not necessarily 8, but like 9, 9:30. So black goes pretty quick. Would imagine so. It's got to be easier than like if you were trying to do like the white on white or something. Still positive that when I buy my Ada for the Star Wars cross stitch, that's that monochromish style, that's going to be off-white so that I don't have to do white on white. Oops, pulled up the notification on the phone and couldn't see what was left on my pattern keeper there. That's not a good way to do things. Gotta think these things through, Spy Guy. Gotta think these things through. when you only have one brain cell, sometimes that's not easy. And I have to share it with the jesters, so. Jesters belong to the Art and Jest community, artist on Twitch. And that's the running joke in that one, is that there's only one brain cell running around, and who has the brain cell? Who needs it? Who's using it? Where's it at? A very chaotic but fun community. Does digital and traditional arts. And they stream on Mondays, generally Mondays and Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I believe Mondays is it 10 o'clock Eastern? Wednesdays is 5 p.m. Eastern, and then Fridays is noon Eastern. You're still trying to twist there. Let's think you get you detwisted a little more. And I should have done that the reverse direction, but I didn't. So let's do you the reverse direction so that I don't end up unstitching the cross stitch. Because you know that's generally not desired. Come hither, needle. There we go. But yeah, today's Tuesday here. Some of you, if you're across the pond, it might already be Wednesday. If you're on the other side of the planet, Wednesday. For those of you that are on the other side of the planet or across the pond, what's the future like? Do we have flying cars yet? And I will be sending hopes that everybody's Wednesday and the rest of the week goes well. Well, you know, and it doesn't hurt to ask there, Thea, you know, hey, they're in the future. What can happen in the future? Future's supposed to be different. Supposed to be better, right? I know, don't get my hopes up. But I can't help it. Well, I'm going to have to do a D-thread because I split the eta and didn't catch it before I put the needle through, darn it. Ding dang darn, nobody tell imperfect. He doesn't need to know. You saw nothing imperfect. This certainly isn't the future you expected when you were a kid. Nope, you and me both. Things were supposed to be definitely very different now, according to my childhood. Who's in charge of this? I want to speak to management about this. Where's my future that I wanted? Getting it that time? Okay, yes, we're getting it that time. Trying to think, what do I think was my biggest expectation of the future as a kid? We'll say I didn't think the future was going to be so crowded. Lots more people around. I wasn't expecting that. And as much of a pain as it is to cook for one sometimes, I'm probably thankful that the meal in a pill didn't come to fruition. Because, yeah, it's kind of a pain to do the food prep once in a while, but darn, it tastes good, and that's part of the enjoyment of it. And we already know that if you ever try to make food in pill form with all the flavors, then you're going to end up becoming a giant purple fruit like violet. Definitely not recommended. Okay, and this one has so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Well, actually, I made the mistake of saying I haven't had to frog in a long time. I get to frog the entire section. Because that's off. I was off by 1 row. Eep! But deal with it, Spy Guy. Not lesson learned, I cannot say that, because that's definitely not necessarily going to be true, but like I said, I knew I'd have to frog again at some point. I just didn't know it was going to be that prophetic for this evening. If I'm going to be prophetic, I want it to be for the lottery numbers, darn it. Come on. Thank you. We can leave the first 2 X's that we did, but The rest of these kids are going to have to all exit out. Which is probably... Oh, nope, come back here. There we go. There we are, okay. Make sure I find you guys properly here. Come on, behave. So I sit there and do the little sing-songy thing while I'm talking to the floss. Yes, that's quite common. Sing a song of sixpence, pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? Yes, my insanity knows few bounds. Alright, something just triggered and I was... Oh, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciate that, Kitangle Arts. Is that Kit Angel Arts or is it Kitangle? I'm assuming Kit Angel Arts. I probably slaughtered it when I first started. So I was rather focused on my frogging here. Come back here. You can do this. Thank you. Yes, and we're going to have to at least do the cross-stitch piece of you just because we have to get rid of the first, or the far right. Cross-stitch. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Let's get you guys pulled back through. We need both pieces of floss. But welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. We're coming to probably the end of this stream because it's already closing in on 9:45, and that 6 a.m. alarm goes off way too early. But I do appreciate everyone that's been here this evening, chatting and lurking, and all the follows. Thank you again to Thea for the sub. Thank you as well to Imperfect for the sub. So very much appreciated, both of you. And before I forget, once more, there will be the intended stream in the relative near future, so make sure you give Thea a follow. Wonderful person. I was about to head out to take him to work, planning on going to bed when you get back, so I hope you have a good night. Well, thank you, Thea. Yep, and I'm getting ready to stream out. I think that major frogging session there was a sign that I probably should call it a night, so I'm just going to get the needle rethreaded, add one more to the dethread counter to make it official. But thank you again for the sub. Too kind. Very much appreciated. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Get a chance to stop in. If not, enjoy your birthday. Have a great time. Thank you as well to everybody else again that's been hanging around. That lurked, that chatted, shared, all of that. You all are very much appreciated. All right, but we did, one of the things that we said at the start of the stream was we wanted to complete our starship. We got our starship done. We're moving over. Next week we'll be able to work on the central symbol and then get some more of the lower stuff down here done. Good night, Thea. Have a great evening. So let's see, who do we have running around? I see Black Sheep is on. I see Shock Attack is on. I do see Babe Ross is on. Let's see, who else do we have running around here? Let's see. I don't know that one there. So interestingly enough, all of Agents are offline for the ones that he has access to. We haven't rated Shock in a while. The last couple times we looked at it, it was showing a Be Right Back screen. He's currently live, and I see a cat. Let's raid Shock Attack. But thank you again, everybody, for stopping in, for chatting, for being so kind and generous. Much appreciated all. Again, Imperfect, thank you as well for the sub. Very unexpected, very kind. Traveling Tatter, if you're still lurking, thank you for the support and the help to get me to affiliate as well as Imperfect, the Fun Butte for your time here as well. That also was very beneficial. And anybody and everybody else, thank you again tonight for everything. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wibbly Wobbly Wednesday. We will be working on our Travel by TARDIS poster that I showed a little while ago. But I think we will be calling it for the evening, but we can definitely go raid another cross-stitcher. There's a raid call. If you'd like to join us, please feel free. Let's go and share the viewers and everything, and let's go and raid Shock Attack. It does say it's for mature audiences, just as a heads up. If that's an issue, be aware. But otherwise, let's all go and say hello to Shock Attack. Have a great rest of your evening, rest of your day, wherever you are. Hope the rest of your week is fantastic. Be kind to everyone. Be kind to yourself. Be well.